pass, lays it out there, end zone.
Touchdown, Randy Moss.
We have an all-new breakout animation system that actually allows any animation to be interrupted at any time. So let's say I'm Tomlinson, I come down, I do a spin move, I can do another spin move before I'm done with that one and actually spin out. Now, if I'm a lesser back, I might stumble or fall or put my hands down. Now, when you're behind guys on the offensive line, you see a little spot of daylight, you'll actually see your player will get skinny. They actually recognize where the hole is. And in years past, you hit a real small hole, you just kind of run into it, put his arm out, maybe. Now you can actually shimmy through it, break out. And you feel like the animations are more or less helping you as opposed to you fighting against the animation.
These two teams are guaranteed to slug it out until the final whistle.
So this year we looked at the weapons and realized that some were too powerful. I think one of the big ones was kick power. Guys were kicking it out of the end zone every time. That's all been tuned down. We haven't added any new weapon types because we didn't think that was necessary. We thought we did a really good job last year getting what we needed. Made some changes to spectacular catch. That was a really big powerful weapon last year. And if you play on harder difficulties, for example, this year, you can't do the spec catch to the same frequency. So we even added per difficulty stuff into the weapon system to make them either stronger or weaker, all depending on how you want to play. We have user-controlled celebrations this year, player-specific. Terrell Owens will be out there pulling his jersey back, standing on footballs. You can actually, certain stadiums, like if you're in Green Bay, you can do the Lambeau Leap. You can pose in the corner and mug for the cameras, and you see all the flashes will go off and the cameras will change. We have a bunch of new player faces this year, but not just that, we lost the bulkiness that we've had in years prior that a lot of people provided a lot of feedback on. We've slendered them out a little bit. They look like the true athletes that they are. You'll see real big offensive linemen lumbering around with their arms all wide out, and corners, real graceful looking, running around. Randy Moss looks as tall and lean as he should be. Plaxico Burress is as tall as he should be, and, a little bit bigger than Randy Moss. Last year you had punters that were walking around looking like Arnold Schwarzenegger. We got rid of that type of stuff. In years past, you didn't necessarily get that. This year it's sort of that next level of authenticity we're really looking for. It's part of the whole package. So one of the big things you'll notice that we've kind of realized over the years we've neglected is grass. So when you turn on Madden, you gotta figure 80% of the screen is grass, right? It's all the field. So this year, the first thing to notice is the grass is at an unprecedented level of detail. Our stadiums are once again as authentic as they can be. We've also added all new weather effects. When you think of snow, you don't think of just boring little snowflakes. You think of a blizzard. It literally looks and feels cold. We have blue lighting, that type of stuff. We have rains, torrential downpours with puddles gathering. And when people think weather, they don't think boring flurries. They think blizzard, torrential downpours. So we call it movie weather, and it really has done a lot.
This type of weather usually favors the offense.
We like to say this year's Madden's the most visually striking sports game on the planet.